the same area, and I'm just gonna do this screen again and a screen share, and I'm just gonna like pop up behind you.
Sounds
Hmm.
terrifying.
Be like, hey, so just like bring in a chair and everything. What the hell are you doing here?
Like, oh my, like, yeah, just have it like on your face and then you pop up. By the way, we're recording. Now everyone knows your evil plan. All of China knows you're here.
That's great. Had I known we were recording, I'd have muted myself because I'm over here like slurping soup, like a heat.
Look, we need to have more interesting intros, and you talking about popping up behind people while slurping soup is what makes it interesting.
No, I'm coming over for burgers.
Yeah, yeah, I
You
got
said
brunch
slurping.
burgers. Yeah, bacon, egg, and cheese breakfast burger upstairs. I'm very excited.
They failed at the whole brunch burger thing because you're supposed to have hash browns on it as well.
This one does not have hash browns, but I have had some that had hash browns, yes.
The best breakfast or brunch burger I've ever had in my life was when Applebee's had their the four burgers that you could order. One of them was an all day, I think it was called the all day breakfast burger.
I think my
And that was
favorite's
like an
from
over.
I almost said Bojangles, that's not it. What is it Red Robin. Oh, yeah.
Oh, the Red Robin one's pretty good. I don't there's something about Red Robin patties that I'm not like super fond of, but like
Let us know in the comments who has the best breakfast burger. Give me details. I love breakfast burgers.
yeah,
Um,
I'd love to do that too, actually.
yeah, they're probably my favorite. Those or burgers with like blue cheese. It's normally like a black and blue burger or something like that. I really like blue cheese, so like those are like the blue
Never
cheese
heard of
crumbles.
that.
Oh, they're good. That's actually what I normally get from Red Robin is the black and blue burger. This is making me hungry. I have food upstairs waiting for me.
I have a steak gorgonzola alfredo in the fridge and it has blue cheese crumbles.
I love blue cheese. Blue cheese is
It's
so much blue
divine.
cheese dressing over ranch.
Absolutely.
Yes. We're gonna hate in the comments, but I will die on this high stone. We talked about cheese face last time for a warrior name. Now we have blue cheese.
There we go.
But so
Sick title. It's like the most epic of titles. Like you're no longer Star, you're just cheese. The big cheese.
yes, you are big cheese. Uh, I will say, guys, it's a decent sized chapter, but not much
It's
happens in it. Like you guys know, I will break down the tiniest little hint in a paragraph. I have like nothing from this. Two, three, four, five, six. I have eight notes about this whole thing. And the first one is something that they literally tell you. Like it's not even like a secret thing. It's just like, oh, they did it. But for one thing, it's raining, it's drizzly, it's gross out. So everyone's all shivery and cold and miserable and it's like dewy out. And he goes over to check on Yellowfang and sees that her nest is soaked. So he's like, you can move close to the nursery where it's more sheltered. And she's no. Yellowfang does not like hits. Um, but then he's like, okay, well, let me just go get you more moss at least. And she's like, circling, says, thank you, Firepaw. And he's in shock that she called him Firepaw, not Kitty Pet. But yeah, it's kind of sweet.
it's a moment. It's a
Yes,
moment in time.
for giving him respect for the first time.
I like the like insult that follows it though. Don't just stand there like a startled squirrel.
Yes,
Like
he just
we've had mouse brain full, bag of or old bag of bones, startled squirrel. We're gonna make like a voyeurisms book with just nothing but insults.
yes. Then have like it'll be like a event thing where like every time you open it, it's a new insult. Yay! They do confirm that the queen who protected the kit that Yellowfang snapped at yesterday was Speckletail. So even though her only kid at this point is Swift Paw. I'm pretty no, I think. I don't think. Yeah, Snow Kit's not born yet, so I'm assuming it's Swiftpaw. I think that's her kit. I don't. There's so many cats and kits and stuff. I'm pretty sure Swiftpaw is hers. But yeah, and she's just like, "Hey, Blue Star wants to see you," and then Blue Star just like, "Yeah, you know what? Go be a man. Go out there and hunt. Go fight. Go learn." And he does. He gives up his responsibilities of watching over a grandma, and he becomes a fighter and a hunter. It's beautiful. Pretty much, he's not in trouble anymore. Is what I'm trying to say. He's allowed to go out and train with the others. So he runs over there to join them. Do you have anything from those 2 pages that I've already summarized?
No, I was actually kind of zoned out
So now this
looking
entire
at
chapter.
basically I was looking up Speckletail's kits just to make sure.
See, who's
Um
Swiftpaw's mom?
hold I'm not there yet. Let me do this
Oh,
first. Speckletail's kits were Golden Flower Missile Kit, Lionheart, and Snow Kit.
oh, snap. So apparently Snowkit. Oh,
And Missile Kit is depicted, I believe, as a tabby.
I think I have. Man, you're gonna expect me to find my notes about. Oh, it's in a different notebook. That might. I think that's one of the fan made ones, or that's the one that died of green cough. It's one of the two.
It's the one that died of green cough that was fan named.
Yes. Okay. So the man,
Who
that's
was it
just
supposed to
she.
come
So
next
she
to?
had this kit.
Swiftpaw?
This kit dies, and then she has Snow Kit, and Snow Kit dies. That's sad. But yeah, who's Swiftpaw's mom?
Let's see.
If you go on the Warrior fandom website, I had like seven tabs open to it.
Golden Flower and Patch Pelt.
Interesting. But yes, you said Missile Kit is a tabby, or is he gray and white? I'm going to
I
headcanon
think
right
it's
now
a
because we
tabby.
don't know. They never exactly say. In my headcanon, I'm going to say the tabby kit was Bracken Kit. This gray and white kit is Missile Kit, who is going to die. There we go. Because these fan name ones normally just go based on like there's never evidence. So I'm gonna say for my evidence, there we go.
Huh. No, I mean, there's actually a different artist that depicted them, so you're not the only one who's thought that because it's a gray and white. So it's a gray tabby with white tipped markings. So like white tipped tail, white paws,
Works for me.
is how they depicted him. So I'm gonna go with that. I don't. Let me see if I can figure out who
I
the
think it
artist
makes
is.
more sense because they say it's a male. So does it saying if Missile Kit's a Tom?
It doesn't.
Okay,
I
well
don't
there
think.
we go. That's Missile Kit, and the other kit was Bracken Kit, and they were playing and having fun, and they were best of friends until Missile Kit dies. Uh, yeah. So then Fire Paw joins Great Paw and Raven Paw.
Oh,
Sorry, what?
Missile Kit's a girl.
We'll see. When we get to
Missile
Fire
Kit
and
is.
Ice, we'll get confirmation. Not totally sure, but we'll get confirmation at some point. Um, my own confirmation, not just based on what a wiki says. Da, da, da. So they're being assessed today, is what this whole chapter is about, which I think is ridiculous that they're being assessed when just yesterday they had to take 4 trips of prey back that overflowed the fresh kill pile, and they have to do it again today. Like they know how to hunt, teach them some fighting moves for Pete's sake.
Never.
One day, Blue Star teaches him stuff. So Tiger Claws just, sends them out to different locations where they go and hunt, and Tiger Claw is gonna follow them and just see how they're doing. So he sends Ravenpaw to the trail beyond the Great Sycamore as far as the Snake Rocks, which if you look at the map, that is a teeny tiny area. And again, it's Snake Rocks. I wonder why they're named that. Interesting. Then he sends Graypaw to that same stream that we've heard about like 5 times now that everyone hunts around. It's the one where he fought Yellowfang. It's the one they crossed on the way to the camp. It's the one that they crossed on the way to Four Trees. This very famous stream. And then he sends
Yeah.
Firepaw to Tall Pines, which is by Kitty Pet Land. I know I
Hmm.
skipped like 3 pages there. Did you have anything I missed?
No.
I told you it's a
You
dead chapter.
like, yeah.
I do find it
There's
weird that
not
they
much.
say that Tiger Claw fixed them with his pale-eyed stare. He's always described as having like dark amber eyes, so it's just weird
Or
that
like
they've said
vivid,
pale.
yeah.
Yeah, like amber eyes that burn into your soul, not pale. And yeah, like Grape even says, like I don't know why you think snake routes is an easier route. That place is crawling with adders. Birds and mice stay away from there because there are so many snakes. But you know, they have a fair point. Ravenpaw's so jumpy and so fast that he could avoid any kind of snake. And it's just a whole bunch of description for almost 2 pages of Firepaw walking. He catches something, a chaffinch, I believe, chaffinch. But yeah, it's him walking. He passes like where a monster has gone through the mud, and there's some water in the tracks. And he's like, maybe I should drink that, but no, that'd be gross. And then he walks some more, and then he remembers being a kitty pet, and then he walks some more, and then he hears some noises, and then he changes his direction and walks some more. And then he sees a
I mean,
cat. But literally, the whole thing is him walking. Like, I was just reading it, like, what am I supposed to write about this? There's nothing. It's just him walking.
you're supposed to write about his epic journey. You're supposed to be like the bard.
You want me to make a epic poem about him walking?
Yes, and then I
Alright.
want you to grab a lyre and sing.
I'm not singing it, but I'll get you guys a poem about his epic journey. I'll put this whole thing in and be like, make this into a poem.
There we go.
Yeah.
Make it
It's
into an epic.
I hate travel. Like the books where they have to travel, like when they have to go back and forth to the mountains or anything like that, I can't stand them. I find them so boring. So like when we get to um the next series, oh my gosh, there's so much traveling. And then like they keep going back to the mountains and I find that boring. Like,
I'm
ugh,
guessing that you probably were not a fan of Lord of the Rings
never read it or seen
mm.
it.
or Aragon.
Yeah, my sister loves them, never seen them. But what makes this chapter worth it entirely is who this cat that Firepaw sees. So he sees a black and white cat just kind of walking around, and he jumps, and this cat like freaks out and starts running away. And Firepaw's like, "Oh my gosh, it's a kitty pet in my territory," and chases him down. And they're just describing how like slow and soft this cat is. So he jumps on him, and the thing just like cowering, like, "Oh my god, leave me alone," blah blah blah. And it's like the soft, plump house cat with round eyes and a narrow face looked very different from the lean, broad-headed cats Firepaw lived with now. But something about him's familiar. So he's sniffing him, and he's like, something about that smells kind of familiar, and then it came to him. Smudge? And Smudge Star has returned. He is back. The savior of the clans.
The stammering smudge star.
How do you know my name? Stammered Smudge, still crouching.
I love the response. It's me. Like, that didn't answer the question, sir.
We need a Golden Freddy meme right there. It's me.
No.
Yes, we do.
No.
Firepaw as Golden Freddy. It's me. He's like, yeah, it's me, Rusty, and it's like, oh, did you find the house cats? And like, no, or yes, he did. He is Firepaw now, and even Smudge is just like Firepaw. That's a weird name, which is really funny when it comes to like SkyClan, who have Daylight Warriors. But my whale fell. I had a whale behind me, and the basket fell over.
It's terrifying.
The Daylight Warriors, where they keep their kitty pet name, but they add a bit to it to make it like warrior sounding. So there's literally a cat, you're gonna love this, named Billy Storm.
What?
Billy Storm! Because his name's Billy, but they gotta make it sound warrior like, so she gives him his warrior name of Billy Storm.
I just fell off my chair.
Is a Billy Storm?
What kind of a name is that?
A great name.
Apparently.
That's what you're gonna name your firstborn son. First name Billy, middle name Storm. But yeah, I literally wrote over like 4 lines, very big capital letters, he is back, because Smudge Star the Great has returned. But then Firepaw's like, you smell different, unfamiliar. He's like, I suppose you're just, haven't smelt me in a while. It's like, no, no, like, we grew up together. I should know your smell. And then he realizes he's been to the cutter, aka the vet. So Smudge Star's lost all of his potential when he was snipped. He's the man we needed in the clans, and now he's lost them.
Well, it's sad.
So much could have been. Smudge Star versus
He's still
Scourge.
Smudge.
No, he's not. He was only Smudge Star as long as he had his man stuff. They're gone.
Well, in his heart. In his heart.
Well, yeah, because there's it's not anywhere else in him. It's very upsetting.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your loss.
Which is why Fuzzball Star will have to rise up. Not Fuzz Star,
I
it's
just
Fuzzball Star.
there's just something about that name that just does not sit very
Fuzzball
well.
Star? Oh my
Yes.
gosh. Hold up. Okay. Smudge got neutered, right?
Uh-huh.
He lost his fuzzballs. And
Uh-huh.
Fuzzball Star is his reincarnation. His snip has been reincarnated as Fuzzball Star. All of his everything that Smudge lost is reincarnated in Fuzzball.
That actually, yeah, that makes sense.
Oh my, I'm so happy. Fuzzball, our Smudge is back among us, and he has kept the best 2 things about himself. Thanks, Starclan.
That's actually kind of sad.
I need. We, I know we have stopped with asking for fan art, but this is something that I think needs to be done. I
Oh no.
of no of
It's gonna
Fuzzball Star
be
and Smudge Star.
okay. I was gonna say you might want to clarify that because there was a whole like drama over this within this community already. Like, no.
Oh yeah, about
Yeah,
the
just
artwork where
clarify.
they included it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like
Please do not send us. That. We just want the two of them, Smudge and Fuzzball, because I think they would have been best friends.
Probably. One of them constantly stammering, the other one constantly asking questions.
Yes. Great cats.
They'd be a match made in Starclan.
I'm telling you, Smudge was reincarnated as Fuzzball, and I'm gonna find proof of it.
Please do. This will be a very interesting video to watch. I look forward to it.
Yes. But then Smudge is like, well, are you happy? And Firepaw thinks about sleeping in a damp den, mouse bile, yellow things, dirt, trying to make Lionheart and Tiger Claw happy, um, being teased and made fun of, but then he remembers his first catch and running through the forest and chasing a squirrel and sharing tongues under the stars with his friends, and he's just, I know who I am now. Like, it's a nice way of putting it. And
Yeah.
then, yeah, it's just, it's heartfelt. It's cute.
I love the fact Smudge doesn't understand a bit of it.
Correct. But Firepaw. This is important for next chapter. Gave his old friend an affectionate lick between the ears. And then like they both go home kind of thing. But like later I think in the next one when Tiger Claw is calling him out, he says they're sharing tongues. I'm like he literally was just like one lick. That's it. That's not sharing tongues.
Not only that, what was he expected to do? Kill the kitty pet?
He said he started to chase him off, but yeah, I mean he talked to his old friend.
Yeah.
We'll get into it next week, but yeah, Blue Star's just kind of I got the hiccups kind of weird about it too. But yeah, he's in a good mood. He just wants to impress Blue Star and Tiger Claw, and then the day would be perfect, which he didn't. So the day's not perfect.
So sad.
Indeed. It's literally
So
all I
bad.
have for this, though. Did you have anything?
I wonder what he catches on his way back.
More mouse bile.
Maybe it's a squirrel.
Yes.
I'm still waiting to see if he catches a squirrel.
Eventually. Him and Greypaw caught one. Oh,
Yeah, I feel like it's only fair if it's him.
before we end, I did promise last video that I would show you guys the artwork I had
I'm
back
so
there.
excited.
I had replaced it with a whale, but the whale fell. So, are you ready for these?
I am.
So first off, we have Firepaw,
Oh,
and then we have Gray Graypaw.
I was gonna say, why is he blue?
It's a it's shimmery kind of thing, so it's showing up weird. There we
Ah,
go. That's better. Graypaw,
blue paw.
and then we have Ravenpaw, where he's just sad and shaking all the time.
He looks tiny too.
But they say they would describe him as being small.
Poor Ravenpaw.
Impressed?
I am. That was like a master artwork.
I had to do some sort of backdrop. I'm sorry the whale left. He jumped off the couch or whatever that box back there.
It's so sad.
Angry indeed. But yeah. Any closing notes? Anything to look forward to? Anything you want to tell the people?
I do. I want to very, very briefly just I do not agree with you. And I need to get this off my
What?
chest. And this is
I feel
this is a
attacked.
great place to put it. You should. Or
Just
maybe we can finally come to an agreement. No, so you are working on the next is it top 10 saddest death?
Oh, okay. I was like, what have I done? Yeah, so the
Like,
next
what are you thinking
video
about?
is we're doing another top 10 saddest deaths like we did for the first series, but we're doing it for the new prophecy. Yes. Continue.
Yeah. So you asked me which death was sadder, Cinderbelt or Feathertail? And I said Feathertail, and you disagreed with me.
I say well, I said Cinderpelt and then I started to really think about it. And her reincarnation kind of ruins it for me.
Which is like 100% fair. But, but, just like in terms of like deaths, like if you only look at the deaths and not the reincarnation, like which one is actually sadder? I feel like Feathertail's is. Like she,
If you're just looking at the death, Cinderpelt. But okay, go ahead and justify Feathertail.
I just feel like she got like gypped. Like she should have lived. Although if she lived, like you had a point, like all of these like amazing things wouldn't have happened. And it's just like, that actually I think would have been okay. It's sad that she had to die for literally the plot to continue.
She died for the tribe.
Well, yeah, but like, Cinderpelt died what, defending kits?
Yes,
Yeah,
a mother and
from
kids.
a badger.
Yes.
So they both died basically doing the same thing. They died protecting or defending or whatever. They have noble deaths, air quotes. But I feel like Feathertails is more noble in my not so humble opinion.
Fe Feathertail knows about it like 5 seconds before she jumps. She just they think it's Stormfur. They think the prophecy's about him, and then all of a sudden she's just like, "Oh my gosh, Crowpaw is being attacked by a mountain lion," and she jumps into like this stalag might
Stalagmite?
go up stalactite, and
Ah,
like it falls down and crushes this cat. Which I'm not even sure how she dies. I guess from the impact.
it's from wounds that were inflicted when the stalactite fell.
I guess like I'm still not entirely sure how she died, but and then she dies. So she, but like yeah, Cinderpelt goes all of the book Twilight knowing she is going to die and just trying to be brave about it.
I feel like it's one of those that like you're gonna die eventually. I hate being that one person, but like everyone dies.
Mm.
So it's like, okay, so you found out that you're gonna die a little sooner than you thought you were. Like,
She's still young. She's
don't
so
make less
young.
of it.
She's and like yeah, and she has to like she also is dealing with the whole thing where she's trying to defend Sorrel Tail and her kits from like the badgers and stuff, but at that point Leafpool had left, so Cinderpelt is thinking that like she is the only medicine cat and she's gonna have to get an apprentice and train them out because she knows her death is coming. But then she chooses, rather than saving herself for the good of the clan, to save Sorrel Tail and her kits by jumping in front of them to try to fight off this badger, knowing that she was dooming her clan and everything. Like, how is that not noble? She saved Sorreltail. Beautiful.
Actually, the argument could be made that for the betterment of the clan, if she truly believed that she was the only medicine cat and needed to train up an apprentice, she made the worst decision possible for her clan.
That's not what a true warrior does, and she died a true warrior's death. A warrior
Exactly, but she
protects and
did it for
defends their
pride.
clan even at the cost of their life.
It's great. She's not a warrior, she's medicine cat.
That's two the same.
I'm just saying.
Except Flametail. Flametail just died being goofy and playing soccer on the lake.
So sad.
Indeed. But our argument, guys, is let us know who you think is the like more sad death, because we're we normally kind of agree on them, and we are button heads on this one. I can see it being, or if you think it's not even them, is there another death out there you think is sadder? I think Smoke Paw is really sad. Tall Star's really sad. There's quite a few that are sad. I just feel like those
I
are the
wasn't
most
given an
impactful ones.
option for Saturn. I was given two options.
I mean, do you think there's someone in the new prophecy that's more sad?
I don't know. I have to go back and look over all of the deaths from the new prophecy. But between the two, I'm very curious to know what everyone's thoughts are. Is it Featherdale or is it
Cinderpelt.
Cinderpelt?
Let us know. And then
Yeah,
watch
let us know
our
which
next
team.
top 10 video to see who ended up winning.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I do think that is it for this video. I know it's a short one, but it was a slow chapter.
Very slow chapter. It's all these towning chapters. It's okay. It's about to pick up again. What
Yes.
chapter does it actually pick up again, though? Is it chapter 11?
Please tell me it's chapter 11. What happens in
Let me
chapter
skim
11?
real
Give them
quick.
a preview.
Let's see. Firepaw returned with his stuff, dropped it in front of Tiger Claw.
Oh, I'm skimming. Hold on.
I
Are you
wonder
kidding
who
me?
Blue Star will choose to go to the gathering.
He's picked to go to the
It'll be
gathering.
full
That's
moon
all that happens
tomorrow.
next chapter. Dear God. I'm sorry, guys. Maybe we could lump next chapter and the chapter after that, but we'll see.
I feel like we could probably do it because I feel like chapter 12 is pretty like it's just the
That is a
gathering,
big
so we can like
chapter.
skim through. Yeah,
Do you
but
know
we
how
could
many
like
breakdowns
that.
there are gonna be?
Yeah, but that next chapter, like chapter 11, is so dry. Like we could manage to throw them both together.
Man, we should have done 10 and 11 together.
We should have. We keep reading. I
Darn.
mean, we don't have notes, but we can just keep reading.
I'd have to do research.
Who do you need to research?
Um, I don't know. I had to read it. Plus, I have a burger waiting.
Oh, burger. Burger.
We'll knock it out though, guys. Don't worry. But yeah. For now, I think that is it. Let us know what you think about us in the future lumping small chapters together. We have no problem doing it. So if you think it's a good idea,
I'd prefer
let
it
us know.
personally.
Let us know. Feathertail V. I almost said Ivy Pool. What in the world? Feathertail v Cinderpelt. Who is sadder? And yeah. I guess we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Until then,
Bye.
toodles.